Guys, my EMF's in my pocket and it's going off. Oh, the ball's going off, the ball's going off! The ball's going off!
Cuando mismo se pararon la otra vez, bueno, el 2015 yo estaba en la torre A.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious clips that can't quite be explained. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. In June 2022, some eerie baby cam footage began to go viral on TikTok. Take a look. The young parents who captured this footage were freaked out when they spotted some fingers poking up through the rungs of their baby's crib. While at first this seems like it could easily be staged, a second angle on a different night shows the parents sleeping near the cot. They explain that under the cot is a very small space where they keep a few boxes, and that there's definitely no room at all for someone to hide and reach up through the rungs. From this second viewpoint, you can see that something seems to be pushing the mattress in the cot upwards. Then something strange appears on the left-hand side of the cot. It disappears right as the dad wakes up and looks around the room. Yet another angle shows what appears to be two disembodied hands just under the bed. The dad points out that the space just under the bed is no more than ankle high. On another night, more eerie footage is captured. You can see a shadow moving on the far wall. Then more hands appear under the cot. This time, there appears to be 3 of them. A few seconds later, more movement can be seen under the cot. Again, as the father wakes up, whatever's under the baby's cot seems to disappear. The parents have since said they're getting rid of the cot and have asked their followers if anyone knows a good exorcist. Reactions have been varied for this series of clips. For obvious reasons, a lot of viewers think it's just a fun piece of staged footage designed to get a rise out of people. However, a fair few viewers are genuinely concerned for the baby's safety, saying that the parents should have the house blessed by a priest immediately. One viewer in particular said that they had also had an entity attach itself to a specific piece of furniture in their home. They claim it took 30 days, holy water and regular blessings from a priest to rid the presence from their home. So where do you sit on this footage? Is it too good to be true, or is this genuine paranormal activity? Share your opinions in the comments down below.
No, man.
Captured by paranormal investigators hunting the unknown, this next video might have captured evidence of a ghost roaming the ruins of the Knolltown Church in Dorset, England. The church was built in the 12th century on top of a pagan worship site using stones from the original structure. In the late 15th century, the area saw despair as the population of the then thriving village of Knowlton was struck down by the plague. Those who managed to survive fled the area and the village soon fell into ruin. Despite this, the church remained in use right up until the 18th century when its roof eventually collapsed. Today, those who visit the building are treated to an eerie glimpse into its past, one that's seen more than its fair share of death and decay. To this day, there are several spirits that supposedly haunt the church and its surrounding areas. One, a phantom horse and its rider, are said to gallop across the site in the dead of night, passing straight through the church as if it wasn't even there. A woman and her children who were visiting the church during the day are said to have seen a tall figure dressed in black seemingly appear from nowhere. The figure walked right across their path, then vanished from sight. Paranormal groups investigating the site have supposedly heard disembodied voices and even seen strange swirling white mists. In the Hunting Unknowns video, we see one of the investigators attempting to make contact with any resident spirits.
Hello, if there's any spirits with us, can you come and touch this device in my hand, please?
He holds out the device, and a few seconds later, the meter begins to register activity.
You see that?
No, what?
You got that on camera, I got that on camera, it just went orange. Swear to God,
You
mate.
do that again, please, if that was you, so I can see it. Wow.
Wow.
You flash it to red, please.
Wow.
Wow.
Bravely, the investigators continue exploring the old ruins.
What we'll do, we'll set this up, I'll put some balls out.
The pair then decide to place several motion-sensing balls around the premises, hoping that they'll be able to detect something that their eyes can't see.
So where's the balls? You put one out there, yeah?
One there, one up there, and one here.
So you stand where you are, and I'll stand here. We will both just ask some questions, yeah?
And it isn't long before they begin to light up.
Guys, my EMF's in my pocket, and it's going off. Oh, the ball's going off, the ball's going off! The ball's going off!
Wow, what's good? Yes, thank you for communicating with us.
That was going off. There's no way you could say, it's it's the floor. We're on concrete,
That was going
mate.
off and that went off.
Yeah. Can you touch this device on the windowsill, please? By the window. Who are we communicating with? Oh, it's gone off again,
There
man.
we go.
Wow.
The investigator then asks if the supposed entity is a child. Sure enough, the light begins to flash once more.
There you go. There's two ways you can communicate with us. If you're a boy, if you're a child, can you do both of them at the same time, please? Imagine that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Should we do an EVP?
Thank you for showing us, though.
Oh, shit, man. I can't believe that.
Possibly the best evidence is caught later in the video, however, when one of the investigators manages to capture something quite extraordinary on his camera. Take a look.
Camera. Oh,
What?
oh man. What the we just caught?
What?
Look, it's like a kid. Runs off. Over there, behind that.
Looks like the thermal image of a child, one who seems to run past the pair and then disappear right into a wall.
Look.
It comes right close to it.
Yeah, look at her legs.
And behind that.
And where's the thermal imaging thing? You put it away.
Is it then possible that this is the ghost of a child that's somehow associated with the building, perhaps even a plague victim? Chalk this sighting up as one that can be added to the list of ever-growing paranormal entities that are thought to haunt Knowlton Church.
Look, it's like a kid. Runs off. Over there, behind that.
Look.
It comes right close to it.
Yeah, look at her legs.
And behind that.
And where's the thermal imaging thing? You put it away.
This footage, supposedly captured in Chile, was first uploaded to Instagram by user Roger Sign and was then shared to Reddit by user FlimsyUnion1524. The clip shows 4 orb-shaped lights that appear to be hovering over a building.
Es mierda esa wea. Que chucha.
They remain stationary for a few seconds, The camera holder then seems to indicate the direction from which they first appeared.
Así. Hasta acá.
However, when he returns the camera's focus to the lights, they suddenly begin to ascend into the sky, flying upwards in unison before almost disappearing from view.
Se están elevando para arriba. Hola, weá, acuática, weá.
As usual, the Reddit community put on their detective hats and quickly went to work trying to identify the objects. Some suggested airplanes, others helicopters, or even drones. However, no one seemed to be able to definitively prove just what they actually were. So for now at least, it seems this video will have to remain a genuine UFO sighting.
Hola, weá, acuática, weá.
This next video, uploaded to YouTube by RickNowTV, is chilling to say the least. In the description, the YouTuber says that he began to feel as though he was being followed by an evil presence, and that for about a month prior to capturing this footage, he had been seeing an increasing number of nuns walking down the street. However, it seemed that whenever he asked someone if they too could see them, no one else could. Finally, one day he decided to take out his camera. This is the footage he captured. Take a look. The video appears to have been filmed out the back of a moving car. On the left-hand side of the road, there are several darkly clad figures that certainly look like nuns. As the footage continues, more and more of them can be seen. To add another level of creepiness to this clip, there also appears to be a strange transparent figure captured in one of the buildings as he drives by. It can be hard to see at first, so here it is slowed down. So it seems that this footage does indeed prove that this YouTuber was seeing the nuns. But why does he believe no one else could see them? And why were there so many of them walking in one line? And what about that other creepy figure filmed in the building? Love to hear where you land on all this in the comment section down below. In September of 2017, a deadly earthquake rocked Mexico City. It destroyed buildings and left rescue workers to frantically search through the rubble for survivors. In the ruins of the Enrique Rabsamen School, soldiers and Marines used specialist equipment including heat sensors and sensitive microphones to search for life. Then, the Mexican Navy confirmed with the local media that they had found a girl who was still alive. Frida Sofia, as the young girl came to be known, had survived the earthquake by taking shelter underneath a granite table. She had been seen wiggling her fingers from beneath the rubble and was able to receive water and oxygen from the rescuers. For 2 days, journalists gathered at the scene as social media users shared messages of support online. Television channels broadcast continuous updates describing the rescuers' efforts as they inched closer to the cavity in which the poor girl was trapped. The whole nation was captivated by her story of survival as it seemed to provide hope in a time so full of despair. The only problem was, Frida Sofia, the young girl trapped beneath the rubble of her own school, didn't actually exist. Suspicion began to surface when no one came forward claiming to be the parents of the girl. Not long after this, the school itself said they didn't have a student registered under that name. And when the Navy Assistant Secretary, Enrico Sarmiento, abruptly announced that the school's children had all been accounted for, hope quickly turned to anger. It seems that the initial reports made by rescue workers were either false or misleading, and after the media reported the story as fact, the whole nation of Mexico began rooting for poor little Frida Sofia. The media later attributed the incident to a possible collective psychosis, a shared delusion among many people. Eerily, the incident mirrored one that occurred 32 years prior after the 1985 earthquake in Mexico City. Like Frida Sofia, authorities were supposedly attempting to rescue a young child buried in the debris. However, on that occasion, it was Luis Ramon Monquito, an 8-year-old boy supposedly trapped in a building in the center of the city. Efforts to find the boy were even aided by rescuers from other countries, including the US. However, just like Frida Sofia, Monquito too turned out to not exist. How is it then that on both occasions such similar stories managed to get so out of control? Were they all just hoaxes or misunderstandings? Or is it actually possible that the rescuers really did see or hear something beneath the rubble? Let me know your thoughts on this mysterious story in the comments down below. Before we take a look at a creepy photo that was sent to us by one of our viewers, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. Ever captured a photo that when you look at it reveals someone or something that gives you the chills? It seems that this was the case with this photo sent to us by Tonya Southworth. In it, we see her friend Mandy posing for a pic as some sort of eerie figure looms overhead. The figure is pale and ghost-like and seems to be staring right into the camera. According to the poster, her friend showed her the photo after returning to work from lunch. She had gone home during the break, and when she returned, she had a strange look on her face. The poster's friend had supposedly taken the photo because she felt a coldness behind her. This wasn't the first hint at something paranormal haunting her home either. Prior to capturing this image, she had been experiencing some weird things. These included items being moved around her apartment and even having her hair pulled. So what do you think this mysterious figure could be? Is it a resident poltergeist perhaps? Or is there another way to explain the photo? Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. Now, if you can't get enough of the old slapped ham, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that creepy video on the top there. Otherwise, we have an enormous paranormal playlist there that'll keep you entertained well into the evening, we promise. Now, remember to leave us a comment down below and hit that thumbs up button. And that's it from me. I'll see you all next time.